I'm single, 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 and I can't sing. Recently, I became single about 3 weeks ago, and in no way was it to do with the other guy. Like, he was great, he was caring. Maybe the distance was a little bit too far. He lived in a different city. But yeah, it just didn't work out, and I felt like I could only give like 50% of myself, because the way I felt, which I mentioned in the last video, I just felt really like not myself. So I don't really think you should be with someone, especially at the beginning of a relationship, because I think it should all be fun and the honeymoon period, and everything should be kind of flowing quite well, and like the sex should be a lot, because obviously it's that instant like reaction. But I just wasn't feeling it for myself rather than that person, because very handsome guy, very very fun, very very deserving of 100% of a boyfriend rather than 50%, I think. So yeah, that's done. Oh, and I decided to go out for a bit, had some few nights out, because I can walk confidently now without a limp, because walking into a gay bar with a limp is just not funny. And right after I just split up, and I'd seen someone who I've known for years, who I always thought was really, really, really goddamn sexy, like, oof, like everything. Ended up kissing him in the club, and then obviously you go to McDonald's, and then you order a fillet of fish, and literally were like, oh yeah, you're really really selling this to someone. So we got back to mine, and obviously we just literally we get in, and obviously we're so drunk that it's just literally cuddles. But it was nice to be like in the arms of someone who was a lot taller than me, a lot more broad than me, a lot more muscular than me. Someone who I don't mind admitting to that I thought was like an ultimate 10, and I felt very like intimidated and things like that. So that will just be one of those things where I think maybe I have a little bit more confidence with, in terms of like getting there. So we shall see how that goes. But in terms of the confidence I felt when I was in bed with him was very, I don't know, like it felt like an epiphany, I thought, because it felt like, because we'd just come home and cuddled. It was very respectful. It wasn't like what you usually have, where you like just jump into bed with someone and be like, right, it's there, it's done, it's dusted, and it's all very rushed, and I don't really like that. So that was good. And then in the morning we chatted for a bit, and you know, it was just all way more sensual, and I'd not had that for quite a long time. And he like treated me as me rather than, and he knew obviously bits about me, because we've like known about each other for so many years, that he like asked things rather than like bring them in, have sex with them, then leave. It was very normal, which I don't really have normal sex a lot. It's very, I don't know, my self-worth always like competes with who I want to be, and the bad side of Kyle always comes out more, because it's easier just to be a little bit whorish in the sex world, because you got to think like a man, don't you? Like, they don't want to have romance, they don't want to do this, they don't want to do that, when really I'm crying out for romance and dates and things like that. But at the moment I wasn't really willing to give 100% to the last boyfriend, so I was just literally just wanting a little bit of fun. So we did some things, and then he went on his way, and I felt really like confident again. It kind of changed the way my outlook was on who I am, and you don't have to have full-on sex with someone just because it's there in your bed. It was very respectful, which was nice. And then a few days after that, I was out at the Two Brewers in London, and I saw a guy that I knew who was like smiling at me, and I was like, okay, yeah, smile back. And then I was with my friend Samuel, and he was like, you fucking stare, Kyle. Like, you stare like no one else I know. I was like, I mean, I was just staring, because I actually thought the guy who was smiling at me, his friend hated me, because he kept on looking at me like a really bad glare, and I was like, what the fuck is his problem? So I remember just doing this, and then he just smiled and looked away, and I was like, oh, weird. But then I was like quite self-conscious that the person didn't like me, because I have this massive thing: if people don't know me, or people just think that they know me and then dislike me just because of what they might know, then it's a little bit unfair. I always think that people should fight their own, like, kind of like, not fight for their corner, but they should have the respect, and someone should come up to someone and make their own judgment rather than going, I know about him, yeah, he's bad news, without even getting to know the person, because deep down, we're all just people, so be kind. So yeah, this guy who I thought hated me, ended up, his friend left, and then he came up to me and introduced himself to me, and he, well, I kind of like Grant Mitchell, like from EastEnders. I actually like that look. He looks like that. And I was completely shocked. I didn't even know what to say when he came and introduced it. I was like, yeah, why are you introducing yourself to me? And he was like, oh yeah, I think you're very handsome. And I just did not see that coming at all, because first of all, I thought he was out of my league. Again, I need to tackle these like whole out of my league things, because when people say that to me, I shudder. I'm like, oh no, there's no tally, there's no hierarchy, there's no nothing. But yeah, I was very happy that he came to talk to me, and then I very strategically went upstairs to go and get my coat, and then he went past me and kind of ignored me, but didn't ignore me, because then I told the guy who I was talking to at the cloakroom that I was going to wait there, position myself, just because like, oh hi, oh I'm going now, because that's how you do it. Nothing's ever real. So yeah, we spoke, we kissed, and again went to McDonald's, because you know what, McDonald's must be a thing. Yeah, he said he wanted to come back, but I said no. It was my first day back in work, so I was just like, no, I need to be fresh, I can't have anyone in my bed. And then we were going to try and rearrange a drink and stuff, but I've said like I don't want to date someone. I'd like to go on dates, but I'd like to keep my options open and just literally not commit. And you can kind of read into that as much as you want, but I literally just don't want anything heavy, because I'm just chilled at the moment. But yeah, I was very happy that that person actually wanted to even talk to me, and as well kiss me, so that was really good. That's 2 people then that I wanted. I wanted the other guy, well, the first guy for like 5-6 years. The other guy I wanted for like 6 months, because I always see him walking around or on dates everywhere with other people, so I was like, oh. But yeah, it's good. And then, where did I go? I went to Porn Idol at Heaven in London. That was pretty fun. It was very full of young people. Very, very young people. And people actually get naked, like full on naked. I was crazy. But Michelle Visage was hosting, and she was really very kind actually. I was expecting her to be a bit of a bitch, but she wasn't. She was very kind with her scorecards and things. She gave a lot of 9s. No 10s across the board. But it was good, and I ended up kissing this guy who I thought, again, was out of my league, because he was like 6'4", he was 25, very young. But he was like Abercrombie and Fitch kind of look, so he had like the tight, not too tight, but like kind of tightish top, and then I think it had like Duke University on it or something. I was like, oh my god, crushing so bad. One Tree Hill Fantasies blowing right back. But yeah, it was dancing. I just met him randomly, and then the friends I was with he was just stood there with us, and I didn't really realise that I liked him, and then he was like, oh. And then I saw someone who I fancied, and he was with his boyfriend, so I was like, oh, can you do me a favour, just come over here and like kiss me to make this guy jealous. And he was like, oh, I don't need to make anyone jealous, I'll just kiss you because I want to kiss you. I wanted to kiss you since I saw you. I was like, what? Oh, I didn't think I'd be your type. And I was like, but yeah, so then we kissed, and that was really hot. Yeah, I was quite impressed with myself, so my confidence is coming back for that. Obviously, it doesn't always have to be the fact that people are out of people's leagues and things like that, but I don't, even though I exude confidence in some ways, guys, I'm very, because I feel like I need to change my type, because I was going for the same look, for the same aesthetic, and it was kind of not changing. So if I end up with like a like blonde person, I will be very proud, because my type's always bit manly, bigger than me, built more than me, dark hair, stubble, anything that like screams daddy. Like Josh, is it Josh Duval or Josh Dobell from Love, Simon? I mean, if he was my dad, oh my god. I would not find it hard coming out to that man. But yeah, that's like kind of my look, so I need to like kind of just mix it up a little bit, because I always rely on that, and I think, yeah, even though it's hot, and I've always found it hot since school, like since high school, but times are changing. And it's because I've got daddy issues as well, obviously. doesn't every gay guy have daddy issues somehow? They pop up when you're least expected. You kind of think they're bad at the age of like 15 to 20. Then you kind of experiment between 20 and 25. And then by 26, you definitely know you've got daddy issues. But yeah, everyone has them. So going back to the whole like kind of self-worth and everything like that, I just wanted to like clear up some things in terms of how I feel about when I do look at someone. I don't ever think they are like, I'm in awe of some people who have amazing bodies. I'm in awe of people who are very like intelligent. I'm in awe of people who are very witty. I just think I really like value that. I would never tear someone because of it. I think I value that and appreciate it. And like I said in the last video that I did, instead of just bitching about people, just kind of, I don't know, like when you see someone, maybe instead of just going, oh, like his legs are way too like skinny for his body, like he's like skip leg day. I hate that. I think it's like really rude. You don't know someone's journey. You don't know anything about them. So just don't pick at things like that. Just like appreciate people, because in the end, we're all people inside and we all do have feelings. So yeah, when people come to me and are like, oh, you're so confident, or you can get anyone. Not really. It's not about that. And I think that's such a flippant remark where they're like, oh, you're fine. Yeah, you're fine. You have anyone you want. Well, no, because due to my silly mistakes and due to my characteristics about me and personality traits, I can be so in love with someone and then after one thing, it can be completely different. Like for example, me and my friend was talking about this the other day, and we said like, if you can go off someone immediately by, for example, we said that if they talk about toilet humor in the first 6 months or like year, like intense toilet humor, like in terms of like, oh yeah, like farting in front of you, having a shit in the same room as you. I mean, I can't even, my mind gets blown at these things like this, because I can't believe, A, you've been brought up like that, and B, you let it happen, because I just can't. Even if like someone I was dating told me like they had like, I don't know, like diarrhea or something, I'd be like, no, we all do it, we all have had it, and we will have it in the future, but we don't need to discuss it, because I think it just like loses the whole like, ooh, sexual vibe and thing, especially when it's so early on. Like you just don't want to hear about all like the those sort of things, right? I mean, come on, agree. So in closing, I am officially back on the market. I am looking for dates, but not wanting to date anyone, because I don't feel like I can give someone 100% at the moment. I also don't want anything too heavy. I just want to like just go for drinks, have a giggle, have a cheeky kiss, amongst other things. I just kind of want it chilled, yeah. So we'll see how it all goes, and I kind of want to do like I wish I could do a video diary of going on the dates, but then obviously you have to ask the person if they want to do it, and that is just pretty weird. Like literally, so if someone came up to me on a date and was like, can I film us, or like, I'd be like, no, that's just weird. It's not like we're in the hills or anything. Oh, if only we were. Yeah, I was just thinking about it as well. I've actually just spoken about 3 people I've actually pulled. One person I went to bed with, the other people I didn't come to bed with. So yeah, just to clarify that. I'm not a big hussy. Yeah, feeling good. Feeling dating. So you know what to do. If you like the video, press like. If you want to subscribe, click the big subscribe button. And feel free to comment in the comment sections below, okay? So yeah, be single, be fabulous, be in a relationship if you really want that. But yeah, take it easy everyone, and know that I love you. Mwah. Thanks for watching.